Would you look at that, Internet? It is daytime. Huzzah! Hello everybody and welcome to week 14 of the 2020 NFL season and my prediction picks. I'm your host, the Blonde Canadian Cat. Feel free to just call me the Cat. Short, sweet, straight to the point, and we don't gotta waste time with elongated nicknames. It sucks. And I hope everyone had a grand, fantabulous week, as much as I did. While I didn't get everything I wanted, I got some things I wanted, like a nice W, and someone suffering an L. Who could that be? Oh yeah, the undefeated team lost again. And who'd they lose to? Well, someone we beat. Clearly they're not the same teams when we played them, but I'm just saying, paper were that good, they could beat Washington. And if they're gonna try to blame it on us, then that's just them making excuses. I've been on I don't know what the word is, but I've been saying to y'all, they're not a bad team, but their 11-0 is shaky. And I'm just saying, I want to see y'all in the playoffs. I want to see what y'all do, because I know you're going to be there. So I want to see what y'all can do. Speaking of playoffs, we'll just get fantasy out of the way right now. So I lost in both weeks this week. Once again, a critical game of the Progs League. I lose by less than a point as a result of something that happened in the Bills game. What do you know? Bills once again, doing something disappointing. But thanks to my team's impactfulness of collection of points that they were able to receive throughout the season, we had enough to qualify for the 6th seed in the Progs League. So I got a matchup coming against our good old boy Mikey to obtain the 3rd seed. So we should have a glorious matchup. I believe the last time we played, he totally wiped the floor with me. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope that we get the much needed win that we need. Because we're gunning for a championship. Justin didn't make the playoffs, so it's ours for the taking. We can do it, Internet. We just gotta believe. As for the LOA, I'm in serious danger of missing the playoffs. We have one more week left. I lost last week. So for me to get in, because again, me picking out good teams, I have the points tiebreaker. But I need certain things to go my way. I need to win my game, and then have either Nathan or Micah lose. Micah is playing Travis. Nathan is playing Keith. So, I need to win, and then one of those two games has to go in my favor. Sean, Micah, and Nathan are all one game ahead of me. But I have points, so as long as I can get a similar record, we should be fine. And if I don't, then that's a problem. So, fingers crossed, folks. We've made the playoffs all 4 years in the LOA. If we want to keep that streak alive, we need a win, and then we need some things to go our way. So fingers crossed. Nathan tends to choke in week 14, so maybe I'll get what I need. We shall see. But enough about fantasy, because that's usually for the end of the video, but we're going to get it done at the beginning of the video because I don't want to forget. Let's take a recap of last week's overall production. I'm looking at this lovely edited list that Future Needs got to throw on here. And I gotta say, I got it down here, but I'm going to pretend like I can read it up here. This is what we like. We like this. It's not perfect, but we like it. And hey, we're looking good. I don't think we're going to have enough in us to beat that 175 and 81, because the probability of me getting 11 games wrong over the final 4 weeks, while not impossible, highly unlikely. But, our second best year where we were able to get under 100, I think we can do good enough to stay under 100. And to me, that is good enough. After an abysmal 149, 106, and 1 straight up record last year, if I can get myself above 150 and even under 100 in the incorrect column, that's a dub in my book. Dubs all around. But you gotta be smart, analyze these games correctly, move on with the picks. And then a good spread over 100. Bro, those are gonna be, I've been in the 110, 115 areas with these in the last seasons I've done them. But if I can get those both like to 120, 125 even, we on a roll, folks. We're all smiles here. We all smiles here. And let's keep these smiles going. Shout out to the construction crew behind us because I'm actually doing this in the afternoon. It is currently 12:20, folks. And I work in 6 hours, so we need to get this done and up to you guys. You'll probably see it around 2 or 3 o'clock my time, Pacific Standard Time. But we got picks to move on to, and I got some upsets that some people are going to call me an idiot for taking, but I'm going to take them anyway. Whether they're betting upsets or not, I like them, and I'm feeling bold this week. So let's get to the picks. They're going to scroll over here. I'm going to move over here to the Bevian of Mountain Dew 2 liters on my floor, but hey. I don't judge you. You don't judge me. We get along happily. Starting off with tonight's game, the Thursday Night Football game. I don't know if you guys have watched Super Bowl 53. I mean, I'm sure you watched it when it happened, but no one has looked at highlights since. But let me tell you something. 1, Belichick defenses are good against young quarterbacks. And 2, Belichick is 2-0. Granted with Tom Brady, and when the Patriots were actually good, against Jared Goff. And Jared Goff, while he's looked better lately, has been very turnover prone throughout this year. And if anyone's going to be able to expose it, I trust in Bill Belichick. And Cam, had less than 100 yards passing, and they still won that game against the Chargers 45-0. I'm telling you, I like New England in this upset. I won't say handily, but I think they'll take care of business in what I believe is going to be another low-scoring affair. I don't know what the total is, but I guarantee you it doesn't touch 40. I guarantee you it doesn't touch 40. Cody guarantees. I don't want to take Arizona because they've been so off and so inconsistent, but I'm going to trust them. I think the Giants are going to ride an emotional high after somehow beating Seattle at CenturyLink, or I think it's called Luminar Field now. I don't know. But Giants are going to be on an emotional high. I think they bounce back down a little bit. Arizona gets back into there. Because now the Cardinals are out of the playoffs. It's looking up at the Vikings. And while I'm contractually obligated not to trash talk Kirk Cousins, I'll have a little more faith in Kyler Murray. Dallas will beat Cincy. I can understand why some people don't like 3.5 favorites for a road team. But Cincy, I'm giving them the benefit of that. And it's an Andy Dalton revenge game. Why not? Sometimes it's nice to come home and have a revenge game or yada yada. You know, then you get to meet the guy who's succeeding and get the guy injured. So yeah. Cincy's not winning this game. I'd be shocked if Cincy won this game. No matter how bad you want to say the Dallas defense is, Cincy's not a good offensive team. Period. Carolina to beat Denver, even though Denver looked good against the Chiefs, but I guess the Chiefs kind of just dig around because that's what they do at this point. I don't even think they care about the number 1 seed. Do they want it? Sure. Are they going to put effort into it? Probably not. But Denver lost cause, yada yada. I don't know if Drew Lock's the answer or not. I don't think so. But we'll see. Houston beat Chicago, and Chicago fans can cry about how they don't get Deshaun Watson. Watson will put on another show because Deshaun Watson's that quarterback. And the Texans will be back next year. I don't know who the hell they're going to throw to, but they'll find some sort of replacement receiver. Loud construction noises. And my biggest upset of the week, Justin has them covering the spread. I have them winning outright. Miami will beat Kansas City in a game that will be high-powered. But I believe it'll be something along the lines like the Rams game the Dolphins played. They will get critical turnovers they need. And that defense will play its part. Or you can even think like the Rams game where Patrick Mahomes had like 5 or 6 TDs, but he also had 4 or 5 turnovers. So, that's kind of what I'm predicting. If this Miami defense is really good, then I'm predicting it. Am I going to be right? Probably not, but you can't win every game, as Pittsburgh learned. I think KC gets a little sloppy here. They're like, they're just having their fun. Denver was getting close, but I think Miami, they're out looking to prove themselves. And I think this will be the game they do it in. Tampa will be Minnesota, but because I watch other people's videos thinking Minnesota might be actually good and Tampa Bay going up and blah 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 blah, I'll go in the cover. But let's be real here. Tampa Bay is a better team. Let's stop acting like they're not. Tennessee blow by Jacksonville. Indy take care of Vegas because after Vegas' last 2 performances, fuck Vegas, I ain't betting on them worth shit. Indy to take care of them. Indy to steamroll them. I'll say that. Steamroll them. Seattle wins, but the Jets covered because Seattle have yet to play in a game that has ended in more than 2 possessions. And after the performance they had against the Giants, the fuck you think I am going to do to give them minus 13.5? Fuck out of here with that. Give me the Jets to cover 13.5. Because the Jets, like Atlanta sometimes, likes to have a second half season that's alright, despite whatever bullshit happened in the first half of the season. Trends, themes, and again, Seattle, they have what? The 1 win against Atlanta where they won by 13, the 1 win where they beat San Fran by 10, and then the 1 loss they lost to who was it? The Buffalo Bills by 10. Every other game since then, 1 possession final score. So even, yeah, no. Jets might have to backdoor cover to get this, but I'm taking the Jets to cover that all day. Green Bay destroyed Detroit. New Orleans destroyed Philly. Atlanta's going to beat the Chargers. That's my prediction. And this game is going to make or break Anthony Lynn's remaining career with the Chargers. Whether or not they fire him if they lose this game, it'll let the Chargers know whether or not to keep him at all. If he loses this game, you can almost put your money on him not being there next year. Just saying. I don't know why the fuck Washington's an underdog in this game, especially after beating Pittsburgh and San Fran. I guess looked bad. I didn't get to watch the highlights. All I know is they scored a garbage time touchdown that took Buffalo's defense. That will knock us down in fantasy, which inevitably caused my loss in the Progs League. But I trust DC to figure out what they're doing against the Niners team that's so inconsistent. And Alex Smith doesn't turn the ball over, so they should be fine. Buffalo beat Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh doesn't know what they're doing, and I legitimately believe Buffalo is a better team. Or at least, I don't know. I don't trust Pittsburgh. And I do like Buffalo. And then the Ravens beat the Browns. The Browns think they're hot shit being 9-3 beating Tennessee. Good job, you beat Tennessee. Tennessee don't really have much defense to begin with. Come go meet a real defense whose pass rushers are hopefully healthy. Please. It is what it is. So yep, that's what, 3 underdogs taking a win, so obviously I'm breaking the rule for it, so obviously something's going to go wrong. And how many people are going to actually legitimately believe that Miami will beat KC? Probably not a lot. But it's called taking risk, folks. And we take risk here. Now that we have a good enough lead that we're probably not going to break 175 and 81, my record year. But we're going to get over 100. Or over 100. We're going to get under 100 losses. Incorrects. Whatever. Either way. I believe. Thank you all for tuning in to my prediction picks. If you haven't already, go check out my recent video I just released last night. A shout out to Scooter Magruder. He makes videos partially of him being a Cowboys fan reacting to Cowboys games, but also other sports related things. He's done like reactions to playoff games in the NFL and the NBA. He's done reactions to like draftings and yada yada and free agencies. And overall, they're just fun videos. So I figured, hey, Brandon's played the Cowboys, why not? I tried to get him a shout out and get his attention to like, hey, collab, because he was doing collabs earlier this season. So I figured, hey, maybe I'll get him this. Didn't work. I'm not complaining. Hard for my ass to get any attention on the internet these days, but hey, I make the most of what I can. I will leave the link in the description down below, and I'll just shove it in the last video selection. Not that you guys will watch this in 2 weeks from now, but hey, maybe you will. That's why I leave my videos up. For nothing else, to reminisce on the past. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the Thursday night game, enjoy the Sunday games, and the Monday night game, and enjoy life. You only have one life to live. So enjoy it like there's no tomorrow. But be smart. And whether you want to believe it or not, wear a damn mask. Just for the sake of making people happy. You don't have to like it, I don't like it, but do it to make people happy. And shout out to all my OLOPB members. Especially you, Tough. Them brownies going down Monday. They going down. I'll catch y'all next week. TBCC out.